G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Now I have a bit of an announcement to make. Basically, I'm going to be doing a weekly podcast with two other YouTubers that have established channels, and both of these YouTubers I have worked with. Who are the two YouTubers? Well, one's SportsNut129 and the other one is Footy Lover. So SportsNut, Footy Lover and Cam, which is me, are going to be, us three, are going to be doing a weekly podcast every Thursday at 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Victorian time and a couple of other states. I'll put the times on screen now of all the time zones and that. Every Thursday at that time, so 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 7 o'clock my time because I'm in South Australia. And yeah, it's a podcast which will run for about 50 to 60 minutes. The first podcast, it airs on, this upcoming Thursday, the 2nd of December, is the first podcast. So where am I going to upload the podcast? Well, I've created a separate channel for this podcast. So the channel, the link will be in the description of this video, and the link will also be the pinned comment of this video. And that link will take you to the channel where the podcasts are going to be uploaded. The channel's called The Imperfect Professionals. Why is it called The Imperfect Professionals? Well, that's the name of the podcast, okay? We've also made a logo as well. So The Imperfect Professionals is the name, and here is the logo to be somewhere on screen of what we're going to roll with. So yeah, separate channel for the podcast. Now, will it be a video? No, I'm not going to upload the podcast. I'm going to stream the podcast. It's going to be a live podcast with me, SportsNut and Footy Lover every Thursday. First one, as I said, December 2nd. It's going to be streamed, so you can send your questions through in the chat, and we'll see them live. So a live podcast. How entertaining is that going to be? Weekly podcast. Not sure how long we're going to go for. How many weeks we're going to do it for. What are we going to be covering? We're going to be doing AFL. We're going to be talking about AFL. We're going to be talking about cricket, since it's cricket season. We're going to be talking about YouTube, some YouTube tips. We're going to be just talking about life. How's it going? Just a podcast. We'll have different segments throughout the show. And, at any stage of the podcast, you can send your questions through in the chat about YouTube, cricket, AFL, or another sport, or whatever you want to talk about, basically. As I've said Footy Lover and SportsNut. If you don't know who they are, search them up on YouTube. I actually put their links in the description of this video, so you can check them out. Sub to both of them. They make good YouTube videos, to the both of them. And yeah, the podcast will just be with us three. So it's going to be very entertaining. If you have any questions, put them through in the comments of this video. If you have any questions about the podcast, but yeah, it's a sport podcast with three imperfect professionals, because we're professionals, but we're not perfect, because no one's perfect. It's going to be entertaining. As I said, it'll be live streamed, and I'll try to start them 7:30 Victorian time, which is Australian Eastern Standard Time, every Thursday. So go and sub to the channel. Go and sub to Footy Lover and SportsNut. Go and sub to this channel that you're watching right now. Just go and check down below if you're subscribed, because you might not be, because you don't want to miss out on these videos. So put the bell on for this channel, Footy Lover, SportsNut, but put the bell on for the podcast channel. Because you'll know when we go live to stream that podcast, and we might upload a few clips of the podcast on that channel as well. We've gone all out on this. We've created an Instagram account. I'll link that down below as well. That'll pretty much be it for this video. As I said, any questions, put them in the comments below. But see you in the next one.